In this slide, I will describe how to handle the multiplicity of passwords we all have to maintain. Then on the next slide, describe strategies for choosing passwords. First, never give one of your passwords to others. And a corollary to account administrators is to never use the same initial password for each new account. Define different password realms and never use the same password in two different realms. I'm defining the term realm here to mean a group of accounts that share common confidentiality characteristics. Most importantly, you should not use the same password in both your personal realm and business realm. And you can create smaller realms. For example, in your personal life, you can group your accounts into personal financial accounts, social networking accounts, and others. IT organizations try to reduce the number of different passwords required of you, but they cannot guarantee that you can access every business service you need with just one password. So you will still have multiple business accounts, and you should define different realms of those business accounts. Even though it is difficult, you should avoid using the same password even for accounts within a single realm. There are tools available to you to manage multiple passwords, tools like Okta, KeePass, and LastPass. Without those tools, you can develop a personalized algorithm for choosing unique passwords for each account by blending a template password for that realm of accounts with the domain name of the account's site. For example, your Twitter account password would be a blend of the template password for your personal social networking realm and something derived from twitter.com. Of course, just appending the letters TWITTER to the beginning or end of that template password is not clever enough, because that would still allow a hacker to laterally attack your other accounts if they were able to crack your Twitter account password. Consider the recent breach of Yahoo account passwords. Even if you don't use that Yahoo account anymore, and even if it has a very strong random password, like the example shown here, if an attacker was somehow able to determine that password, they will immediately try it for your Gmail account, your Schwab account, and then your corporate account. Yahoo might have instructed you to change the password on your Yahoo account, and you should in order to protect that account, but an attacker will still try your stolen password on your other accounts, probably before you get a chance to change their passwords. The best password strategy is to reduce the importance of passwords by using two-factor authentication when it is offered. When it is time for you to choose a password, consider the following. The most effective strategy is to memorize a random password or passphrase. For many people, it is easier to memorize a phrase of 2 or more random words than a string of 8 or more random characters. However, if memorizing anything random is difficult for you, here are recommendations of how to personalize, and more importantly, how not to personalize your choice. Even though it may be very personal to you, your depth of passion for a particular sports hero or author is shared by millions of others, including hackers who already have that athlete's or author's name in their password cracking dictionary. Likewise, just because no one knows you are a Beyoncé fan, a password based on her name will not be a strong password. How unknown your interest is to others is not relevant to a hacker, because they already have her name in their password cracking dictionary. With all that said, even though you probably share your love of one thing with many other people, you might have 2, 3, or 4 interests that, in combination, no one else shares. For example, as long as they cannot be guessed from public information about you, your love of Brit pop bands, bonsai trees, and Thomas Pynchon novels are probably not shared with anyone else in the world. Therefore, a three-word passphrase, where each word comes from one of your different interests, is not likely to appear in any password cracking dictionary and will be a password you can remember. But you should be realistic. If your two interests are football and beer, blending those two words is not likely to create a unique password. Don't assume your password will be complex just because you follow the password validity rules of an account. That is, number of characters, mixed case, digits, special characters. These validity rules are becoming antiquated because we often apply them in predictable patterns. And don't assume that mangling certain letters will give you a complex password. For example, substituting $sign for the letter S, ampersand for the letter A, etc. This password follows validity rules and is mangled, but it probably appears in a password cracking dictionary. Hackers already know the patterns all of us follow when applying validity rules and mangling. So, they start with an initial dictionary of words, quotes from WikiQuotes, names of athletes, teams, bands, songs, authors, fictional characters, etc. Then, they apply commonly used validity rules and manglings to each entry from their initial dictionary to create a comprehensive final password cracking dictionary. So, before you apply validity rules and any mangling, your password should already be a strong password.